Welcome everybody to the LVI universe. As you can see, we're gonna give you an update of the news of this week, starting from the pay-per-view of Hell in a Cell that we had last Sunday. And Youngblood and Hardcore Icon, they won the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship titles. We also had Joseph, who took the victory in this championship match, pulling off the unexpected to win the WWE United States Championship title against Rix. Then we had Sadika, who won the Women's Raw Championship. Charlotte Flair suffered a minor injury during her match. Although she's cleared to compete, the threat of further injury should be a concern on this superstar's mind. Brittany Clark, she came out of her title match with a win, successfully defending the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship to continue her reign. Lim Basu came out of his title match with a win, successfully defending the WWE Championship title to continue his reign. And Eric Cassidy has won the WWE Universal Championship title. So we have a new champion on WWE Raw. Now on the first week, Monday Night Raw, we saw how Icon won the World Undisputed Legendary Iconic Championship title, making him the #1 contender for the WWE Universal Championship among the LVI superstars. Darius Angel and Facade, they assaulted the Crusher and the Terror, reigniting the flames of an old aggressive rivalry between the two teams. Clearly these superstars feel they have something to prove against their enemies, and they want to dominate them with force. Laura, she won the LVI Women's Championship title this week, and now is the #1 contender for Raw, SmackDown, or NXT Women's Championship title, whatever title she wants to fight for. Celestia Jr., he suffered a minor injury during his match. Although he's still cleared to compete, the threat of a further injury should be a concern on this superstar's mind. And no rivalry is seeing new light after Icon called out his former enemy to the ring. The Nightmare Mac responded and had a heated exchange on the mics. Both of them not satisfied with the outcome of their last match. These two want to settle the score when the stakes are at the highest in the championship match. Oni Lorcan has won the NXT North American Championship. Poison and Nandes called out Carmella to the ring, both superstars stating they would crush the other to walk away with definitive victory and championship. Tempers soon ran hot and a fight broke out between the enemies in the ring, the biggest prize on the line being the pride of ending this rivalry with a win. Now Leo Motoro was all over Strowman as soon as the bell rang, delivering an onslaught to his opponent until the referee had to step in. This superstar's momentum doesn't look like it can be stopped as he continues to compete against his rival. Punisher has been cleared by medical staff to compete once again. The superstar is ready to make an impact on the scene as he makes his return to the ring. Big Money G picked up a non-title win against Scorpion. Despite the sportsman-like display of the challenger, the winner looked insulted that his opponent wanted to shake hands and refused in a display of disrespect. No doubt this act will rattle the loser's focus. Seeds of doubt possibly planned after tonight. The Legend, he won the WWE European Championship tonight. And that's all we have for the news. So now let's check out the rivalries we have on each show. On Monday Night Raw, we have the Red Army versus the Terrors. We have the Legend Wayne versus Braun Strowman, and Eric Cassidy against the Icon. On Tuesday, SmackDown Live, we have Limbo Azul against the Legend El Jefe. We have officially the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Assassins, and Joseph against Randy Orton. And these rivalries down here are growing, so we don't know if that's going to continue or not. So on NXT we have Leo Motora with a rivalry against Strongman. Poison Hernandez against Carmella, and Leo Rush against Tito Diaz. And we have these two rivalries growing also. And on Thursday, 205 Live, we have the Luchadors against Natural Disaster, Michaela against Baby Co, and Drew Gulak against Guerrero Olímpico. And also we have Cesaro against Último Soldado, but that is growing. We don't know if it's going to continue. And on LVI show, we just have Big Money G and Scorpion. No other rivalry has come up and after tonight's show, so we'll see what will happen next week. And now let's check out the champions of each show. We have on Raw the WWE Universal Champion Eric Cassidy, the WWE Intercontinental Champion Ed Terror, the Raw Tag Team Champions DX Icons, the Raw Women's Champion Sadika, the International Champion Eric Cassidy, and the new WWE European Champion, the Legend El Jefe. On SmackDown Live, we have Limbo Azul, the WWE Champion, the United States Champion Joseph, the SmackDown Tag Team Champion The Assassins, the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Brittany Clark, the World Underground Champion The Icon, and the WWE Hardcore Champion Nightmare Mac. On NXT, we have Leo Motora, the NXT Champion, Cody Hagan, the $1 Million Champion, the Undisputed Era, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Poison Hernandez, the NXT Women's Champion, Oni Lorcan, the NXT North American Champion, and Muleya Achi, the ECW Champion of 2008-2010 title. On 205 Live, we have Cedric Alexander, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Gemelo Fantástico 1, ECW Champion of 06-08, the 205 Live Tag Team Champions, the Originals, Hardcore Champion Cesaro, the LVI Extreme Women's Champion Michaela, and the Lucha Libre Classic Champion Drew Gulak. And on the LVI show, we have the #1 contender title, the World Undisputed Legendary Iconic Championship title, and the champion is the Icon. The #1 contender for the Women's Championships, the LVI Women's Champion Laura, or Queen Laura. We have the LVI Tag Team Champions, who are the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships of Raw and SmackDown, the Dangerous Alliance with Rix and Mastodon. We have the LVI Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queens, who retained their titles today. We have the LVI $1 Million Champion Big Money G, and the LVI Women's $1 Million Champion Miku. So that's all we have for the championship, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see you on Monday. And if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, LVI Universe. Have a good night.